Why does concrete testing matter so much? What's the big deal about making sure a concrete mixture is just right? Well, imagine a world where the buildings, bridges, and roads you use daily are constructed with substandard concrete. Not a pretty picture, right? Concrete testing therefore plays a pivotal role in ensuring the safety and integrity of structures. The first test in our lineup is the compressive strength test of concrete cubes. This test determines the ability of concrete to resist loads, which will decrease the size of the concrete. This is conducted by casting concrete cubes of size 20 centimeters and then curing them for a specified period. After the curing process, the cubes are subjected to compression until they fail. The maximum load at which the cube fails is noted, and the compressive strength is calculated. Next up is the tensile strength test of concrete cylinders. This test ascertains the resistance of a material to breaking under tension. Concrete cylinders are cast and cured similar to the compressive test. However, in this test, the cylinders are pulled apart to calculate the tensile strength. The third test is the slump test for workability. Workability refers to how easy it is to work with the concrete. In this test, a cone is filled with the concrete mix, then lifted vertically. The measure of the slump or the sag of the concrete is then recorded. This indicates the consistency of the mix and gives an indication of how easy it will be to place and consolidate the concrete in formwork. The compaction factor test is another method for determining workability. In this test, the concrete is placed in a series of hoppers and allowed to fall into a cylinder. The weight of the partially compacted concrete is compared to the weight of fully compacted concrete to determine the compaction factor. Lastly, we have the concrete mix design. This is not a test per se, but rather a process to determine the proportions of cement, water, and aggregate that will yield the desired concrete strength and workability. In summary, concrete testing is not just a nice to have, but a must-have in construction. The compressive strength test and the tensile strength test determine the concrete's ability to withstand compressive and tensile forces, respectively. The slump test and the compaction factor test assess the workability of the concrete. Lastly, the concrete mix design ensures the right proportions of materials to achieve the desired strength and workability. These tests collectively ensure that the concrete used in structures is of the highest quality, ensuring safety and longevity.